Hello everybody and welcome to Rent a Girlfriend episode 5 anime review. We have actual progress. Like Kazuya's already realized that, you know, he's not a mammy man anymore. He's a Chizuru man. He's got good taste now. Which, hey, that was, you know these kind of shows where they take about 7 years to realize, oh wait, I like you. And now, yeah, it's nice to see at least one of them is on the ball, I guess it's fair to say. So yeah, that was good. Mammy didn't do much this episode, which is always also good because she's a bitch and I don't like her. But no, I enjoyed this episode. I think I'm enjoying this show way too much because it's so trashy, but it's so good. Anyway, let's get into the episode, see how everything went down and everything. Let's do this. We jump right into the action. Kazuya dived in the sea to save Chizuru from drowning, which is, not great. He actually managed to save her. He pulls her up and everything. Chizuru was the first one to wake up between them, realized he saved her. But he's not waking up. He could be the one drowning after all this. So then she starts doing CPR and everything. And then as Kibei's like walking past the lifeguard thing, he overhears the radio and he's like, I know those people, Everyone else hears about it too. Someone tells Mammy. Kazuya then, he's like fading. He thinks he's dying and everything. And she does the old CPR kissu. And he wakes up and is like, you saved my life and everything. She apologizes for all the trouble that she caused him. It's nice to see, like, after the kissu, like, they're still pure enough to where they're embarrassed about it. Chizuru can act like she's not embarrassed. She was embarrassed, damn it. And Kazuya, obviously, being, Kazuya, he didn't quite know how to take it. It's like, dude, it was CPR. Like, anyone could have done that. It could have been a big buff guy. Would you be thinking the same thing if it was a big buff guy? No. Use your head, Kazuya, man. They get found by the lifeguards and everything while they're, I guess, having not even a moment. They're just chilling, really. And then, at the end of it, he's going to the hospital, or she's going to the hospital, I forget which one it was. He thanks her for, the CPR, and he thinks then she doesn't think much of the kissu, but and then it shows like her perspective when he saved her, and she's like blushing up a storm. She thought he was kind of cool, and everyone thought he was that was kind of cool with Kazuya, to try and save the lady, like a goddamn hero. His friends come to get it from the hospital. Chizuru's already gone home at this point. Mammy is ignoring him, which is really kind of bitchy. Like, yeah, I didn't come see you because I almost drowned. And then she's like, how dare you almost drown? What a bitch. Kazuya, what do you see in her? Like, legitimately. Like, she's a turd. She's the worst. Kibei tells him to stay with Chizuru when they get back. And he's like, no, man, we're still breaking up. And then Kibei's like, look, man, you risked your life to save her. That's love, damn it. And then Kazuya's just like, what? And he's like, he can't argue that because he's like, crap, I did risk my life. God damn it. And I didn't even think about it. And then he's like, starts thinking, like, well, it doesn't even matter because there's no way she thinks anything of me. I'm nothing to her. And it's like, Kazuya, man, self-confidence, pull it up, my dude. And then she shows up behind him and calls him gross because he's standing in the walkway, which, yeah, fair enough. Don't stand in the walkway, but it's maybe a bit harsh. Not good for his self-esteem. Then he says, like, hey, I've already ordered you next week. Don't worry, I'll just give you the money and that'll be it. And she looked disappointed. She was like, oh, she like stopped and was like, oh, I see, Like, hey, she likes him too, right? That's where we're at now. She likes spending the time with him. And, yeah, that's oof, Kazuya. But then, I put this bit here because I just remembered it. Then we get, what should we call it? He enjoys some alone time. He beats his meat. He has a little Kazuya comes out to play. Basically, he finds some photos of Mammy on his phone, like in a swimsuit, and Kazuya, like, I don't want to be that guy, but like that's incredibly, like, there are much better websites for that kind of thing on the freaking internet that you're using. I guess it's not Mammy, but you're imagining it anyway. I'm not gonna. Anyway, the important thing is in his we'll say fantasies of him and Mami, who keeps popping their head in? Chizuru, and it's not even like lewd Chizuru. It's like kawaii desu Chizuru, being all adorable and stuff. And then as he finishes up, we'll say, he realizes that hey, oh, I'm in love with Chizuru, and it's like, my dude, this would, and he even says like she'd be pissed off if she found out this was how I realized it. Which is kind of funny, the way it goes. It is just weird. It doesn't happen often in anime. It's like, oh, gotta take care of business. It was just weird, but it was it was so. I found it kind of funny, the way they were doing it. And Chizuru kept popping in, and he was like moaning Mami's name, and I was like, is he gonna swap to moaning Chizuru when she's right next door? What the hell is she gonna think if she hears that? Like, I don't imagine those walls are especially thick. So yeah, that's. I guess now we moved on to a new chapter. The realization that Chizuru is the one. I mean, she is the one. That's not the question, but at least he's realized it now. Now he can move on from that no good bitch. When he runs into her at college, he starts blushing up a storm, and his heart keeps pounding fast. Now that he's realized it, he realizes he might be in trouble. He and his family, though, then immediately after that, they're going up the mountains to celebrate Grandmama getting out of the hospital. When they get there, they meet up with Chizuru's grandma, which should be an immediate red flag. He's frantically looking around like, oh god, is Chizuru here? What's going on? No, though, she's not. He's going to have a room to himself. The grandma's giving him the key and everything. But then he leaves and the grandma's got this glint in their eyes. And it's like, oh no, my boy, it's a trap. I mean, we all saw the trap coming. But it was still a trap. Surprise, Kazuya, you don't have the room to yourself. Chizuru's there in a bathrobe and everything. Fair play to Chizuru, she's immediately on the ball. She's like, idiot, I don't blame you, we've been set up here. So, yeah, she knows exactly what's going on. And she doesn't even, like, beat him up. Like, if this was any other anime, she'd beat him up just for the misunderstanding. But no, here I feel like she's like, okay, I know what's happened. She's a smart girl, which I guess is good. But then she's also like, she's not going to let him get in the elevator with her. We know he wouldn't do anything, because he's, a bit of a, I mean, he wouldn't, would he? He wouldn't try and do nothing in the elevator, but she still made him go down the stairs, which, poor Kazuya, you know how, like, exhausting going up and down stairs are? It's terrible. They basically confront the grandmas, and basically, in extremely layman's terms, they're like, yeah, hurry up and shag, basically, is what they said and everything, and they're like, they can't get another room because they both have no money. And Kazuya pulls up the point like, what the hell is Chizuru spending her money on when she costs that much on the app? Like, no, like really? I'm not joking. I feel that's either a throwaway line or she's actually like spending her money on something important. And I don't know what it is. Like, I guess she's maybe paying off her college debt. Or do they have that in Japan? Like we do. In England, if you go to uni, you're going to have so much debt. Which is one of the reasons I didn't go. The other being because I'm dumb. Anyway, enough about me. Back to them. He's totally checking her out. You know, she's in the yukata, and it's not even discreet. He's like, this is great. This is the best and everything. And then she's like, oh, screw it. I'm just going to enjoy this. We got to tell them we broke up at some point. So I'm just going to enjoy this while we're here. Do what I can under the circumstances. And then she goes to have a bath. She doesn't even say no peeking, you know? Like, I feel like Kazuya is a man that... Would he do that? I could see him doing that. I could definitely see him doing that. Chizuru runs into Kazuya's grandma in the bath. His grandma who is playing a mobile game, playing a gacha game in the bath. Like, I've slammed my phone down playing gacha games. Like, not on hard stuff, like on my bed or whatever. I wouldn't want to do that in the bath, because you'd show out your phone and everything. And then everything's lost, your account's completely gone. And that's not something that you want. And then, yeah, they bath together, so it's like, we have to make a sacrifice here, lads. We see naked Chizuru, but we also see naked grandma, you know? It's like, did you see it? And it's like, yes. What did it cost you? Everything. But, yeah, no, there's some fondling going on there. There's, like, butt fondling, and boob fondling, and hand warmer fondling. It was just like, okay, hot spring scene, I see what we're doing here. But yeah, then it gets so serious. Grandma's all like, yeah, today's the day my husband died, and Chihiru's like, crap, now I can't tell her that we're breaking up and everything. Chihiro asks, hey, what would you do if I was lying about myself, about who I am and everything? And then Grandma's like, yeah, I'd love you even if you were an alien, you know? Everyone, nobody gets through life without lying, so I think she'd be alright with it. Assuming that I think that what she's thinking is she's still with Kazuya, but she's sort of hiding part of her personality from Grandma, which of course isn't how it is at all, but I feel like everyone's getting misunderstandings. But hey, it's still good advice, you know? No one get through life without lying, and it's true. If you've never lied, you're beyond a saint, you're a goddess at that point, you know? And then she goes back to Kazuya and is like, Kazuya, I've given up, I'm not sorting this out, I'm just gonna have fun. And then she laughs at him when he drinks sauce, and it was weird because I don't think we've ever heard her laugh. Not really laugh anyway, so that was kind of nice. And Kazuya gets all boom at that because it's like, oh, her laugh's so cute, da da da. And then he's like, okay, I'll sleep out there, in the other room, just so you're not uncomfortable. And she's like, I don't care, just sleep next to me, my dude. And then Kazuya's like, what? Like that. Well, God, that hurt my voice. I'm not going to do that again. And that was the end of the episode. So, forward progress in this kind of show feels weird, but we've actually got that. So, I guess that's a good thing, you know? Does feel weird, though, to have some actual progress. I will be honest, though. Kazuya, hopefully not going to be hung up on Mami now. Like, I just want him to tell her... I want kind of like the flip. I want Mami now to become sort of obsessed with him. Because that seems to be where it's going. And then he's going to be like, nope, not interested, sorry. But then from the looks of it, next episode, the black-haired girl from the opening is going to show up, like the preview, she's going to show up. I imagine she's going to throw a big old wrench into everything. Like, Kazuya realizes he likes Chihiro now, she's probably going to show up and be like, Kazuya, I think you're pretty damn cool. And he's going to be like, what do I do now? That's how I see that going. But yeah, let's get to what was my favourite part of the episode. So I had a lot to choose from. I almost thought about doing Kazuya, his realization, but then I remembered what he was doing during his realization, and I don't want to get taken off YouTube for showing that, so sorry, that's not it. But instead I've decided on basically just Kibe again being a bro. The bit when he said, dude, you risked your life, that's totally love, and it's like, oh my god, he's right. Just that moment on its own, I thought that was really good, and basically what it brought about, because that was basically the catalyst for him even thinking about it. So, yeah, Kibe being the best guy. He is the best guy so far in this show. Anyway, yeah, that was my favourite part. Kind of, not worried, but when we introduce more characters, is sort of when these sort of shows kind of fall apart, if you know what I mean. Like, you get too many, then it becomes silly. If she does, this black-haired girl end up liking Kazuya, will Chihiro get, actually jealous? Because is she starting to like Kazuya? Who knows? I certainly don't, because I have not read the manga. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye, guys.